Hello guys, and I'm sure as you're aware, I've not been putting out as much content lately, or well, that's basically how the things have always gone. However, um, due to the recent changes to Steam security, um, I will no longer be continuing this project or this series. It sucks for me almost as much as it sucks for you, but at the same time, I'm kind of happy that I now have a better excuse to stop doing this because, as you may or may not know, I've spent several years of my life learning C Sharp and a good half a year or more developing this library for you guys. However, um, as times change and as things have been progressing, my workload has increased almost exponentially. I I just simply cannot do it anymore, and with escrow, the stress has increased to a level I am no longer comfortable with, so I'm going to stop. I attempted to use this library to, give me a second. I attempted using this library to deal with escrow because, if it's already done for me, and other people, then I would use it. However, it seems as though it does not work. Or at least it doesn't work easily enough for me to figure out. I've tried many different ways of figuring things out, such as checking out his test bed and checking out the Jesse Carr 96 bot to figure this, whole mess out. But my attempts have not been so successful. You may have noticed that as I've committed things, I've committed this project called Accept All Mobile Confirmations. This was a test project to help me figure out how this works and if it could work. The short answer for me right now is no, it does not work, or at least it doesn't work for me or in any of the ways that I would consider optimal, I guess. I don't really know what to say there. So I couldn't figure it out, and I'm working with someone who's also trying to figure it out. But the end result is, as I've said before, is that I will no longer be continuing this project or this series. In all likelihood, I'll probably pass on the project itself to someone who I think would take care of the project and continue it in a way that I would have thought it should go, as the development should have gone. So there's that. So the project itself is probably not going to die, but it will I'll be honest, it's probably going to die soon. I was hoping that in the grand scheme of things, that my library would get a little bit more popular and people would start committing more to it so that I wouldn't have to personally deal with every single problem or issue that crops up. Granted, I'm not really complaining there because I did enjoy working on this, and I really did. I learned a lot about C# and how HTTP works, because that had always been a big issue for me in the language of C#, was messing around with the HTTP stuff. So there's that. I'm very grateful that you guys have supported me and have enjoyed my content. I'll be honest, that surprised me. I originally started my various series for my own gain, I guess, and I couldn't be happier that other people have found them and have begun to learn the passion of programming or just, expanded on it or created something they wanted to, Steambots, of course. So I'm very grateful for that, and so yeah, I'd like to thank all of you guys for your support, your help, and your questions. I know that with some of you, I may have been a tad bit impatient or slow to respond, but yeah, so I'm sorry about that. But so the long and short of it is the stress is getting to me. I haven't been able to put out content in a really long time, and I know you guys probably hate me for that, but that is not to say that this library no longer works, of course. It still works with escrow, but you would still have to find a way to accept the email confirmations or find a way to get the aforementioned library to play nice. So, that's about it. I'm going to be passing the project on. I'd like to thank all of you for your help and support. I have learned an incredible amount from this experience, both in programming and from you guys. So it's been a great opportunity, and again, I'm sorry that I couldn't really pull through as much as I'm sure you would have preferred. So, to end this rant, again, thank you so much, so much. And finally, I'm not going to end my series or end my channel or anything like that. So the videos will still be up and all that fun stuff. In all likelihood, I'm going to move on to a different language, something I've wanted to do for quite a while now, but I've stuck with C# for this long so that I could continue learning it, of course, and so that you guys could, enjoy yourselves as much as I have. But now I feel as though the time is for me to move on to something a little more complex and a little more interesting to me. C++. Yeah. So I'll be moving on to that, and if I find something interesting to make a tutorial on, I'll do that, but again, no guarantees. So I don't really know how to end this other than thank you so much for your support, thank you for your time, and most of all, just thanks for watching, as usual. Have a fantastic day, and I'm sorry for ending so abruptly. Goodbye.